good to see everyone. Hello. Well, I hope your little time off sing with me was okay and your lockdown is going well. We have a couple of new faces, so we'll give it a couple of minutes before we start because it's becoming new for some people and people are still arriving. So just relax, smile to each other. You can switch your microphone on, say something. Vera, I can see people from choirs and I can see people from other parts of the world. Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Julia.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see.
Right. Hey, hello. Hi. So I'm putting my computer into the speaker view. So I will, sometimes I'll see your faces, sometimes I'll see just my own face because it's for the recording. Now, for newcomers, just so you know that video recordings of every session go on YouTube. So if you want to hide your face, you better hide your face, but usually it's just a tiny little square with your face there, occasionally turning up on the screen. Now, we have quite a few new people. In the middle of today's session, we will stop, make a little, we'll just do a little chat to see where people are joining from, how it's going and all that, okay? And now, somebody with a name iPhone, I don't know what to do. Shall we admit them?
We can throw them out again.
We can throw them out again, okay. Merlin, people are saying throw them out again. Yeah, okay. Right, okay. So, let's do our little warm-up. I'll put this in the gallery view so I can see you too. Lovely. 28 people so far. Great. 26. I've lost some of my vision during the lockdown. Too much videoing. Okay, let's sit upright. Roll our shoulders back. As you're doing that, breathe nicely and in a relaxed way. And the other direction. If your microphone is turned on, turn yourself off. In fact, I will mute you all for now, just for now. Mute all. Okay, other direction to the front and lift your shoulders and drop your shoulders. And let's have a sense of opening up here in our chest. If you can fold your hands like this, put them on your higher rib cage, do that, shoulders should stay down. And we breathe towards our hands, just expanding our lungs to the sides here. Okay, let's go. See if your hands go to the sides. And inhale. And exhale. Next time we will do the same with the sound. We will inhale again. And go, any pitch, whichever pitch is nice for you, whatever works for you, just to feel where your voice is today. Okay, we'll do one more little warm-up exercise. Fingers together here on the lower rib cage, on your belly here, shoulders down. And we'll breathe in and breathe out with an R, really relaxing our face and dropping our jaw completely, dropping our jaw, relaxing it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, hands here, breathe in. And I'm unmuting you. Let me see if I can unmute you all. I can't. For some reason I couldn't unmute you. Why is that? Ooh. Okay. Now I'm muting everyone. Just so you know, we usually don't really have big warm-ups here. And by the way, I know that Paul goes to these warm-up sessions happening in California from our KitKat partners in California. An hour before these sessions, this wonderful woman does warm-up sessions. So Paul, if you could send us a link in chat to that, or I'll tell you later at some point. That would be nice. And by the way, you can use chat. We're jumping straight into our song. New people, let's just go in straight in with singing, and we may have a little social chat a bit later. This is interesting. I've updated my Zoom, but I don't see an unmute all button. That's new Zoom. Interesting. Okay, here comes our song. The song today was new to me, believe it or not. I know that Diana, who knows all the Russian songs, who never lived really in Russia for as long as I did, knows that song. But I didn't know her, this song, but apparently it's quite a known melody. Let me show you the screen. By the way, this is a slightly updated version to what was on my website yesterday. I've typed in all the verses in the music itself as well. The first thing we do, we just look at the melody. Just look at the melody, and we'll sing all the way through it, okay? Let's go. La, 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 la. Go for the top notes. La, 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 la. Everyone should be muted. La, 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 Okay, let me see your faces. How is that? Okay, now, yeah, you're smiling. That's good news. That's good news. We'll go through it one more time. You may have noticed that the key is not what you see on the screen as usual. We sometimes transpose our tunes to a slightly lower or slightly higher key so that people who don't have very high voices can sing it. This is the most common key for most of us. Most of us should be able to sing it. One more time. We will go up and we'll sing it in the higher key, in the original key, a bit later. Let's go. So this is a typical Russian melody, and the author of this song, about whom we know nothing, Alexei Vasilievich Popov. The only thing we know, I spent 4 hours trying to figure out who he was, and the only thing I found is that the author is not known, and he signed the song as a Russian folk song. So he actually wanted it to sound like a typical Russian song, which it does, doesn't it? I'm sure that some of you can give me examples of other Russian songs. Very similar melodies and very similar harmonies. Yeah? I suggest we do it one more time in the same key. Now, I'm inviting you to read text if you can read Russian. If not, I will sing it with text this time, and the next step we do in this session will be to go to text and read through the first verse, okay? But I'm just going to do it with text. See if it adds any Russian character when you sing it with these Russian syllables. Как пойду я на быструю речку, сяду я these octave splits at the end of the verse, where you can choose to go up or down, is a very, very characterful bit of a Russian song. We're going to our first verse. Now, let me just quickly see your faces, and please nod your head like this or shake your head like this, whether you know Russian and can read Russian, or you don't know Russian. Let me just see how many people. Oh, there is a third gesture. Okay, right. Okay, some people don't, some people do, you know. As always in these sessions, do what is nice and pleasant for you, and if you want to go for the whole text, do it. If you just want to stick to la la la's through the whole thing, do that. And by the way, let me just take a sip of this wine to celebrate the start of our second run of sessions. Yes, so this song is, there is nothing that we can argue about on this song. You know, very often about in Russian songs now we argue whether it's correct, whether it's historic, whether it's politically correct, whether it's a bit aggressive, because some of the old-fashioned songs can be a bit rough, whether it's about too much drinking. This one is all nice. It's about nature, it's about love to one's homeland. So first verse, I'm going to read through the first 4 lines slowly in the rhythm of the song. So go with me. The first line is in Cyrillic, the second line is in transliteration, and then there is a translation that is not exact, but we'll do that later. Let's go together. Как пойду я на быструю речку, сяду я да на крут бережок. 2, 3. Посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок. And let's just read the last 2 lines again because they repeat. Посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок. So if you're new to Russian, I hope this makes sense to you. There are many ways of transliterating Russian. An apostrophe in the way I transliterate it means a soft consonant. So when you see rечку, like in the first line, or сяду in the second line, so it's not речку, it's речку, r, yeah, or s, l, l. So apostrophe means a soft consonant, l, m, n, yeah, soft consonant. What else? A non-emphasized or sounds a bit like it's in the middle between o and a, so hopefully that sounds more or less close to what's written there for you. Now we're going to translate every word now and then sing the first verse all the way through. Как, as, пойду, walk or go, я, ни, на, on, towards, to, быструю, fast, речку, river, as I walk towards, as I walk along the river. Сяду, sit, я, me. Da is just da can mean yes, but in this case it's just a little syllable to just kind of emphasize what you're singing, or actually to add a syllable in the right place. На, on, крут, sloped, бережок, little bank. So I will sit down on a sloped bank of the river. Посмотрю, I will look, на, on, родную. We will talk about this word later. For now we will say my dear or my native. Сторонку is basically a side, but it means my land, my native land. На, on, зеленый, green, приветный, welcoming, comes from привет, which is a greeting in Russian. Привет! Next time say привет to everyone. Welcoming, hello. Luzhok is a little valley, a little field. So nothing is happening that is any, it's all nice. I'm walking along the river, I'm sitting on that bank of the river, and I'm looking at the wonderful, lovely little field, green field, and welcoming. Ready to read it or to sing it with, let me just see your faces. Ready to sing it? Yeah? Okay. Now add more volume because I'm sure you've warmed up or you're warming up. I hope your neighbors don't mind. My neighbors don't mind. Как пойду я на быструю речку, сяду я да на крут бережок, посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок, посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок. Good. We will stop here. I want to take us back to that word that I mentioned before, родной. Now, by the way, I don't have time to read your chat. I always read chat after the sessions, and if I can respond to something, I respond to it. If not, just basically sort it out between yourselves, chat between yourselves, help each other with links, translations, questions, okay? So родной is a concept that I realized I could not find English words for. Now, I know that in Yiddish, and I know that a lot of people here come from the Yiddish side of singing, we have Tyrol, Tyra, which is basically my dear, and in English, my dear, my darling, has the same kind of softness and closeness. My close one, my native one, my dear one. But in Russian, родной means it comes from rod, which is the bloodline. It also comes from rody, which is a birth. So it's close as you get from birth, or something like this. There is no concept of that in the English language. When you say that somebody is a родной человек, a родной person, it means that they are not your relative, not necessarily, but there is a soul connection, a heart connection with that person. Sometimes it can be felt from the very beginning. Sometimes somebody feels just so close, so as if you know them, that sense of, the sense of like a native land, a native person. I don't know if you can say that. Give me suggestions if you can find something. Okay, so родной человек, my native person, my close to the heart person. Родная сторонка, родная земля, my native land, my close to the heart, my dear beloved land. Родной means a lot. It's a big word. Just so we sing a bit more, because we've been chatting and chatting, I've been talking lots, I'll take you back to the text. And I suggest that those of you who want to read a second harmony line, sing it now. Later on, I'll take us to another key, and we will sing through the harmony line together. Let's go from the beginning. Как пойду я на быструю речку, сяду я да на крут бережок, посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок, посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок. I'm taking us straight into the C minor, the key in which the song is written, and I'm going to sing through the second line, the harmony line. As you can see in the beginning, they go together, and then there is a second note under the higher note, and I'll sing through that part. It's not really straightforward, it's arranged, it's not really folk sounding, but we'll get through it together. If singing the main melody. La, la, la. Okay, so the first line is unison. La, 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 la. I'm going to the harmony line. La, 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 so you can see it's arranged so that there are full chords here. Yeah? Because the second line doesn't quite make sense on its own. So there is a tricky bit in the on the last bar of the middle line. I'm going to sing it again. It's a bit ta, ta, yeah, a bit jumpy. Let's go do it together from посмотрю. Yeah? Ta, ta, ta. Let's go. La, 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 la. Now here you can go to this da, 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 or this one to make it into one of these notes from the chord. Okay, good. We're jumping straight into the third part, the lower one, from the beginning. People who don't want to do it, stick to the main melody. First line is unison, second line is two parts, stick to the lower one, da da da, da da da, lower line, la 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 la, and then again to the second one, la la. Repeat. La 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 Let me quickly see your faces. How is that? Please give me a nod if you are singing a harmony line. How many people are singing a harmony line? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, great, wonderful. Especially in that key, yeah, Jackie, for you it'll be crazy. Go to the top line, yeah? Okay, so here we are. Let's go back to our song. And now I will sing, let me see, I'll sing the lower line and you sing any other line you want, okay? I'll stick to the very lowest one. So where it splits into 4 or 3, I'll go to the lowest part. A little bit of harmony singing these sessions. It's not always, but sometimes that we do this. Как пойду я на быструю речку, сяду я да на крут бережок, посмотрю на родную сторонку, а вместо там на зеленый приветный лужок, посмотрю на родную сторонку, на зеленый приветный лужок. Okay? Now, let me go back to gallery view, see your faces. I don't know what happened to unmute all. I want to hear you, but I don't see that button. Wow, funny. That's new. If you want to unmute yourself and tell me your impressions of that tune, or whatever you are doing right now, give me a little bit of feedback. Anyone?
It's beautiful.
Yeah?
Здорово.
Good. So you choose your own pace, yeah? More language, less language, la la la's. I invite you to look at the second verse now, and we probably won't go through the third verse. Let's see. Second verse, text. It's all also nice and beautiful. In fact, you know what? Skip the second verse. Let's look at the third one. So where it says number 3, and it says ech, okay? Ech, that famous Russian word. Ech, that doesn't mean anything but this ech, you know, big emotional, you know, outburst. Ech, ты русское наше приволье. Краю, forget that T, it's a typo. Краю нет на луга и поля. 2, 3. Ты широкое наше раздолье. Ты родимая Матерь Земля. We will stop here, translate every word. Ech, I already told you it's an ech. Ты is you, which is singular you. Like in French we have tu and vous, like in Yiddish we have du and ir, zi. Here we have ты, which is close. Русское, Russian, наша, our. Приволье is freedom, place of freedom. It's usually to do with some geographic place. Приволье is where you feel free. Краю, end, edge. Нет is no, there is no edge. На луга, to the valleys. И поля, and actually meadows, луга. И and поля, fields. Ты, you, широкая, vast, wide, наше, our, раздолье, another word that I don't think translates into English very well. Раздолье, again, it's a place where you can feel emotionally open and free, and you can run around, you can ride the horse at big, you know, high speed. If you know a word that expresses that, I guess it's to do with Russian geography. Наше раздолье, last line. Ты, you, родимая. Родимая, remember the word родная, родной. That's the same word, it's the same root. Родимая, our close to the heart, native, very own. Матерь, mother. Земля, either soil or land, our motherland. So bring it all together. We have this basically another verse about the vastness and the width of the Russian fields and the freedom of nature. And that's all that song talks about. And I know that there's a Welsh song about daffodils and big fields and valleys. And I'm sure that there are lots of other songs about fields and valleys and freedom in every country. I guess there's something like this. Should we try singing it? Yeah, let's go. Second verse will be under the music in this file. If you printed up an earlier file, you won't have it. So, if you're reading Cyrillic, it's above the text with the number 2. If you're reading, 3. If you're reading transliteration, it's the lowest line, okay, with number 3. We're going back to A minor. If you want to sing harmonies, you're welcome. Эх, ты русская наше приволье, краю нет на луга и поля. Ты широкая наше раздолье. Okay. Now, how is that? I think it's a beautiful melody, isn't it? Beautiful melody. Put your comments, complaints, whatever you want to put in the chat, and I suggest we have a couple of minutes. You see, a lot of us know each other here in these groups. Can we just have unmute? I don't know if we should do it in a messy way. Maybe do it in a messy way. Unmute yourself. Say, you know what, let's first have our old members switch yourself on, say hello to everyone, and say that you are glad to see everyone, or whatever, however you spent your a little break. As you know, we've done 70 sessions. Okay, go.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm muting it. And now let's have the new people. Let's wave to each other. New people, unmute yourselves. Wave to everyone so we know who you are. We kind of at least know your faces. Unmute yourself. Say hello. Здравствуйте.
Hello.
Oh, wow. We have quite a few new people. Welcome. That's amazing. Thank you very much for coming. Now, I'll do a couple of announcements, and I believe we have, let me see if I know where people are joining from. So we have Brighton and Hove and London here in the UK, some other places in the UK. We have people from America. We have people from Brazil, right? We have people from Iceland. And where else are you joining us from? Write it in chat. I know that where is Erica? Erica. You know where Erica is? In Hawaii. You can imagine. It's amazing. Welcome, Erica. It's really early. Yeah, people are still joining us. Oh, okay. So a couple of announcements quickly. Not really much to say. We started, we will be doing 45-minute sessions from now on. We used to do 35 to 40 minutes. 45, I think, is a bit more relaxed, and that will enable me to show you some clips. And I want to show you a clip with which we can sing today, a lovely video of a choir, a male choir singing the song. We can sing with them. It's nice to experience that harmony singing. Another thing is that the plan of our sessions is Russian, Yiddish, and the last one, there will be one Yiddish session that we skip because of a Jewish holiday, and the very last session will be on Thursday. It'll be a mixed song in 2 languages, in Russian and in Yiddish. And if you don't know Yiddish and you come from the Russian side, you're welcome to come to the Yiddish sessions as well. It's fun, it's great material and completely different musical world. And if you are paying, I know that some people cannot pay because they're out of work, like myself. But if you're paying, the best way for me is if you do a direct payment. Then if it's friends and family via PayPal, then I don't pay any percentages to any of these huge money-making banks or whatever. Yeah. And next session for Yiddish song, I guess that's it. I'm taking you back to our song. We will sing the 2 verses as if we know the song. I will lead you through it. We are staying in A minor for now. If you want to sing harmonies, sing harmonies. I will sing the main melody. We will sing the first verse and then the 3rd verse with some kind of dynamic, imagine your native land, something that's really close to your heart, and you're singing about it. Or imagine this huge, vast Russian landscape. Пойду я на быструю речку, сяду я да на крут бережок, посмотрю посмотрю now I'm going to play you a video. How was that? Are you getting emotional? I'm getting emotional, maybe because I missed you, maybe because it's a Russian song, maybe because we're singing again, and singing is the most emotional thing to do, isn't it? Just imagine, it's your body acting as an instrument, very exposed. I'm going to show you a video of this Sretensky Male Choir. I think it's beautiful. There is a modulation at the end. They're singing in D minor, which is quite a lot higher to what we did just now. But to vary these our pitches and to make it suitable for a lot of our singers, we sometimes do these things. We jump from key to key. So choose if you want to sing higher, lower, whatever you want to do. I don't know if I can show you the file and show you the video at the same time. I don't think I can. So you can la 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 with the guys, okay? And it's just stunning. I think it's beautiful singing. I hope it'll all work. Please give me a nod if it works, okay? And shake your heads like this if it doesn't work. I hope it will. Let's go. Yeah, you can see it? And now let's play it. What do you say? Quite a beautiful, yeah, interpretation. I know some of you weren't singing; they were just listening. Okay, yeah, yeah. So we are 1 minute from the end of our session. I'd like to thank you all for coming today. And by the way, after our 10th session, which will be a joint Yiddish and Russian session, we'll have a little bit of socializing as always. And we'll just probably have another extra, half an hour after the session to have a little bit of chatting, okay? We're finishing with just singing together in our original lower key, together, just la la la. Thank you very much. Can we just unmute everyone and just say thank you and goodbye to each other?
Polina.
Thank you, спасибо, спасибо, and see you again.
Thank you.